In Nicaragua, in the context of the protests, social initiatives initiated in April 2018, the Church Catholic played an important role for the defense of human rights and citizenship, since he advocated for the release of people arrested in demonstrations, sheltered protesters in churches, who were chased by agent state and parastatal. Some temples were used as stores, doctors and food collection centers, and medicine to care for injured people. He also accompanied organizations of the civil society and rights organizations, national and international humans. In addition, they served as mediators in the national dialogue in order to stop the serious human rights violations that were being perpetrated.
Yo pensaba que eran mediadores, pero no. Están comprometidos con los golpistas. Eran parte del plan con los golpistas.
De manera que faltan los de sotana todavía, ¿verdad? Faltan las sotanas, y no solamente sotana negra de la jerarquía máxima, otras sotanas hay por ahí enredadas en este asunto, que andan en asuntos incluso peores, delinquiendo. Falta caña que moler aquí.
Our organization identified violations of freedom religious in Nicaragua through 4 stages of the repressive strategy against church implemented by the dictator, the agents police and parastatals, operators politicians, hawk forces, and officials of the state at different levels. In the first stage of the repressive strategy against the church, the stigmatization and the creation of a climate adverse in public opinion inside and outside of the country. Campaigns are recurring disqualification against religious people and congregations. Attacks on temples and destruction of religious symbols, as well as attacks on priests. The second stage was the longest and significant, since it laid the foundations for the continuous repression. Here they increase expulsions and exile of priests and people religious. Closure of organizations religious, both Catholic and evangelical, as well as the increase in temple sieges. In the third stage, the accumulated tension led to one of the greatest persecutions against the Church in the history of Nicaragua. The Apostolic Nuncio Valdemar Somatag was expelled, media outlets of the Catholic Church and evangelicals, as well as universities and non-governmental organizations, were closed. Prohibition of entry into the country and criminalization of priests and lay people. Bishop Rolando Alvarez and several priests and religious people were arrested. In the fourth stage, the new form of repression that stands out began at this stage, including the arrest, prosecution, and sentencing of priests. Highlights the devastating impact of these actions on freedom and community religion in Nicaragua. Banishment and denationalization of 22 priests in February 2023, the accusation of money laundering, account freezing banking, and confiscation of property and assets of the Church. Prohibition of expressions public nuns, and another exile of 12 priests in October 2023. From our organization, we call on the community international to take action and pressure on the dictatorship to stop religious persecution in Nicaragua, release all prisoners politicians, in particular Bishop Rolando Alvarez.